Kansas City and Wichita, little places like Bueller. That's where we started. IdeaTech provides high-speed fiber internet to 75 communities and counting. We're working to bring fiber to as many towns in Kansas as we can. High-speed internet shouldn't just be for the big cities. Another bright idea from IdeaTech.
Get IdeaTech fiber internet at ideatech.com.
With NWKS Radio News, I'm Lucas Kenny. As of July 1st, per House substitute for Senate Bill 366, it is illegal to manually hold a mobile telephone and use it while operating a motor vehicle in a school or road construction zone at a time when a reduced speed limit is enforced. Law enforcement officers will issue warnings for anyone they see as violating this law until July 1st of 2027. After that, violations will be subject to $60 fines. In other news, during the latest legislative session for the state of Kansas, House Bill 2299 was passed, which banned the use of cell phones and personal use electronics in schools. Dr. Kevin Warner, the new superintendent for Colby Schools USD 315, joined myself on the Good Neighbor Hour to discuss the new policy, options for parents and students, and other changes that go with this new bill. For more information on these local stories and others, visit our website at nwksradio.net.
Today will be mostly sunny and breezy with north winds gusting 15 to 35 miles per hour. Be noticeably cooler and less humid with a high around 90. Overnight we'll have clearing with light winds, a low of 62. Tomorrow will be mostly sunny and warmer, high of 94. A quiet weather pattern with its high pressure shifts over the plains, transitioning to lighter 5 to 10 mile an hour winds from the south-southeast. Overnight will be mostly clear with a low of 66. Sunday and Monday will be sunny and hot. Highs will be in the low 100s. We'll have gusty south winds at 20 to 30 miles per hour, elevating fire danger in the afternoon. Overnights will be partly cloudy with lows in the upper 60s and low 70s. Tuesday will be hot and humid, mostly sunny with highs near 100. Front will blow through late in the afternoon and evening, triggering showers and thunderstorms. And overnight will be partly cloudy with lows in the mid-60s. It's meteorologist Chris Rummick in the NWKS Radio Weather Center.
Summer's made for road trips, lake weekends, and getting out of town. And Hurl Chevrolet GMC has the ride to get you there. Drive a new 26 GMC Terrain with $1,750 in total customer cash when you finance with GM Financial. Or take home a 26 GMC Sierra 1500 Elevation with $7,000 in purchase allowances with eligible trade-in or 1.9% for 60 months. Plus, save $1,000 in the 26 Sierra 2500. Adventure starts at Hurl Chevrolet GMC in Goodland. Online at hurlchev.com. GMC, professional grade.
Where do the best memories happen? Not in the living room. They happen out back. Build the perfect backyard with patio furniture, fire pits, grills, and smokers from Hoover Lumber Ace Hardware. Then tackle that fence, new roof, or weekend building project with the quality lumber and materials you trust. Keep the grass green and work easy with Ultimate All-Season Lawn Fertilizer and Eco Cordless Power Outdoor Equipment. This summer, don't just stay home, make home the place everyone wants to be. With the help of Hoover Lumber Ace Hardware with locations in Goodland and Colby.
Looking for insurance that actually puts you first? At the insurance agency in downtown Goodland, we're independent, which means we work for you. Whether it's auto, home, crop, or business, we shop top carriers to get you the best coverage at the best price. No pushy sales. Just honest advice from people who live right here in your community. Give us a call today at 785-899-5011 or stop by 1020 Main in Goodland and let's get you covered. The Insurance Agency. Insurance the way it should be.
You ready? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4! It's time for the Morning Blitz with Ross Volkmer and Garrett Wellbrock.
Who's got it better than us? Nobody!
The High Plains only local sports talk show. Broadcasting live on Goodland's Rocket 102.5 KLOE and video streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and X. Discussing it all from the preps to the pros.
Denver with the blitz on the way.
Ball deflected by Nick Bonito and the Broncos.
In November, we've gotten off to good starts, but
Hoover Lumber Ace Hardware and F&B Bank, along with
IdeaTech Fiber Internet, Topside Portables and Pumping, The Insurance Agency, Pest Away, and Equity Bank of Hoxie, Quinter, and Grinnell.
Let's go to work.
3-0 to Peters. And he misses. Ball forward. The White Sox will walk it off with a walk. And a shot into right field. That's Mesa. Oh, he reaches up and makes the catch. What a grab by Victor Mesa Jr.
The 0-2 from Straub.
Clemens in the air to right center field and deep. Back it goes. Deep it goes and gone! Cody Clemens wins it. And the Twins walk off the Royals once again at Target Field. Can you believe it?
Oh, man, the pain of Royals Nation everywhere. Oh, my goodness. That is rough.
That is very rough.
That is so rough yesterday. I was tracking that game, didn't watch any of it, was just tracking it. Saw it was the 9th. Royals were up 3-0. And then the next thing you know, I kind of looked down a few minutes later, and the Royals had lost 4-3. And I was like, what in the world has happened today? Cannot believe it.
Oh, my goodness. Only the Royals could do that.
But I think I saw an amazing – I took a picture of this stat because I wanted to put this out here on the Royals and just this horrific stat that they have. It's for the 4th time this year the Royals have lost a game in which they were just 1 out away from winning, 3 times coming with 2 strikes and 2 outs. Kansas City has blown 9 leads in the 9th inning or later. 20 losses have come in the 8th inning or later. Nothing quite like the pain. Sorry.
Oh my. Remember when they used to have like Greg Holland and Wade Davis in their bullpen, and they were like,
who were it was 3 guys, you know, who were those 3 guys? You had Holland, and that was
Davis and Kelvin Herrera, those 3 guys, and it was like,
HDH, right? They called it HDH or something like that.
Game was over if you were up after the 6th, and now it's like if you're up after the 6th, the game is over on the other side of things.
No, it's I tell you the truth, honestly, when I was growing up, even before that, you know, guys like John Smoltz and Eric Gagne, of course, Mariano Rivera, there were guys that when it got to the 9th, I mean, it was over. I mean, it didn't matter. It was done. And I don't feel like as if we see that as much anymore. I mean, I guess we see that with Mason Miller, with the Padres, but past that, I don't know if there's just a bunch of guys, you know, a bunch of ones that you're just, well, you know, the game's over when that guy gets on the mound. And I don't know why that is, because pitching, I feel like, is more dominant than it's ever been. Particularly when you look at batting averages and things of that sort.
I think teams kind of value starters a little more than they do relievers. I mean, even the Padres, their plan had been before Mason Miller became this insane closer, they were actually trying to get him to become a starter. And I don't know. I think the bullpen matters just as much or maybe even more as the starting pitching, because that's the late innings, the money innings, as you call it, 7, 8, 9. And I mean, we saw with the Royals, I mean, that was that dominant era where they had the best bullpen in the game. And like you said, with those, Hall of Fame pitchers, if you go into the 9th inning and you're up and you even have a 1-run lead and you know it's over, that's a great game plan to have.
Yeah, I just remember me and my good buddy, we used to always go back and forth on who was the best closer. Was it Gagne or was it Smoltz? He loved Smoltz, and I was a big Gagne fan. I don't even know why.
Yeah.
I think it was just because Gagne was a cool sound, but I just remember those guys, they would go in and, I mean, they'd rack up, they'd have 50 saves a season, 50, 60. You remember that? I got to look up, what's the most saves Eric Gagne had in one season? I'd love to know what that is. I don't even know if I could spell his name. Here we go. Let's see here. No, not Cy Young. Saves in a season. I want to see most saves in a season. How many did he have? 55. This is amazing. In 2003, so once again, this is right in my hub time of watching sports as a young man. Eric had recorded the most saves in a single season in 2003 with the Dodgers. He converted 55 saves in 55 opportunities.
I think he's the last Cy Young Award winner too for a relief pitcher. I think he won it in 2003.
I believe you are correct. Yes, I'm going to say you are correct. My goodness. Let's see here. 55 saves. His ERA of 1.20 allowed just 11 earned runs over 82 innings. Struck out 137 batters, averaging 15 strikeouts per 9 innings. Part of his record, and he had 84 consecutive regular season save opportunities converted from 2002 to 2004. 84 consecutive save opportunities. So when, once again, Eric Gagne came in for pretty much for half of a season, it was done. It was over. That was amazing.
Yeah, you won't see that again. at least for a very long time.
I don't know if we won't see it again, but man, it makes me think about these times when you see what happened yesterday to the Royals. If you didn't get to see the Royals, Garrett played the highlight for you, but prior to that, I mean, it was 2 outs, right? It was the 9th. There were 2 outs. The bases were empty. And let's see, a guy got plunked, and then a guy got a single. A guy got walked. The bases are juiced. It's an 0-2 count to Cody Clemens of all people, and it's jacked out of there.
No.
Pain.
And that's what they've been doing all year. I mean, like you said, I think they had the 20. It's like their 20th blown save of the season, and it's been killing. I mean, if you take those away, I know every team has blown saves, so you can't immediately put that number to 0. But even put it like 5. I mean, that's 15 more wins for the Royals, and then you're in the wild card hunt right now. It's a completely different season. It's just,
I mean, I experienced it a lot as a Diamondbacks fan. I mean, Paul Sewald, no offense to Paul.
Former Mariner.
Yes, former Mariner, multiple time, I think, and former D-back. He only goes to the Mariners or the Diamondbacks, this Paul Sewald. But nonetheless, he's blown many saves for the Diamondbacks. And I always wonder, like, if they actually had a closer, like, once again, I always go back to Eric Gagne because that's my highlight of my life there, apparently, with closers. If they had a guy like that, they'd be only a couple games behind the, maybe even behind the Dodgers, to be honestly, in the NL West, instead of 12 or 11 or how many games they are back. They probably would lead the wild card. It's just amazing to me. The Royals and the teams I follow seem to blow a lot of late leads. Mm-hmm. The Rockies have blown some. I mean, everybody blows them. Don't get me wrong, but at the same time, God, just seems like there's an abundance of them between the Royals and the Diamondbacks. Like you're on the edge of your seat when the 8th and 9th innings come up. You're like, we're getting down to the nitty gritty. Can we get these final 6, 3 outs, please?
Yeah. I mean, between Strom and Alex Lang, those guys are just blowing saves left and right.
Can you just, I know you're not, we should really get Lucas in here. I don't know if Lucas was watching or not. I have no idea. Can you imagine what you were thinking? You had 2 outs in the 9th. I mean, your feet were kicked up in the recliner. You're like, we got to win. This is awesome. Oh, a guy got on base. Okay. Oh, a single. Oh, now I'm getting a little concerned. Now the bases are loaded. What the heck? That's all right. No one's going to hit a grand slam, walk us off. Oh, no. Can you just imagine the changing? I mean, have you seen that graph, the win predictor graph for ESPN? Have you seen that for that game?
Yeah, it was like 90. Was it 99?
It was 100%. It's like 99.9% for the Royals to win in the 9th. And then, how it just jumps across to the Twins to make it 100% for them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, just a heartbreaker for Kansas City yesterday. Absolute heartbreaker. Glad you're with us here on the Morning Blitz. He's Garrett Wellbrock. I'm Ross Volkmer. Glad you're with us on a Friday edition of the Blitz. We got a big show ahead today. We'll have picks of the weekend coming up a little bit later on. We're going to have some fun with our Power 5, a little Friday summer fun, the best video games in the Power 5. Relive our childhood a little bit here. I think we're going to get lots of opinions from people. So
it's going to be some good ones.
We'll see. I'll see about that. So we'll do Power 5 best video games coming up here in about 15 minutes. And we will also, real quickly here in just a few moments, get some reactions, some audio, video, and what did we learn from Nebraska football at Big Ten Football Media Days. Is that wrapped up? And so Media Days are over. I mean, it's done now. And next week, camp begins. And that means we're a month out from college football. And that is an exciting time for sure. So we'll get to all that coming up in today's program. As always, if you'd like to be part of the show, the FNB Bank text line is open at 785-899-2222. Text the show anytime, or you can comment on Facebook, YouTube, or X. And I believe we're up on Facebook today, if I'm not mistaken. We are, yes. We were not on Facebook the last couple days because of some things going on over in Colby with the Thomas County Fair, but we are up on Facebook today. So once again, appreciate everyone tuning in, listening, and watching. Our opening segment, of course, is sponsored by our good friends at R&R Custom Building, Mike and Dax Reese. They want to make sure your home is protected in case those rainstorms comes up again. They've got 20 different gutter color options and have the experience to get the gutters on your home, make your home look good, and be protected as well. And they also, of course, have a great promotion going on right now where if you buy from them, and you are a fan of Goodland High School, they are willing to donate $1 back per foot installed to a GHS program of your choice. Doesn't matter if it's baseball, basketball, science Olympiad, the band, the choir, whatever it might be. Maybe it's the espressos, the theater department. You can donate the money to there. They will donate that $1 back per foot to that program of your choice. So upgrade your gutters and give back to the Cowboys and Cowgirls with R&R Custom Building. And if you don't want to do that, you can still get it done. They do a great job for a great price. Call 785-821-1432. That's 785-821-1432 today for R&R Custom Building, our segment sponsor here in segment number 1. Nebraska football at Big Ten Football Media Days yesterday. Was able to hear Matt Rule speak and some players speak. And for Nebraska fans that follow the program pretty closely like I do, this is the first time we've heard from Coach Rule since spring ball, which, by the way, ended on the weekend of the Sweet 16 in college basketball. It's been that long since you've heard really anything from Matt Rule and the players. And as I've said before, I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's probably a good thing that you just don't hear anything, because anything you say can get picked apart, particularly when you like to throw things out there and say this stuff and whatever, and then it gets picked apart. So just don't say anything. It does impact you, though, on the negative side, that you don't stoke that fan fire that keeps fans buying tickets and coming to games, keeps that intrigue. So this was the first log thrown on the fire for the 2026 season coming up here for Nebraska football. I have a couple of audio clips here first and foremost. I want to play the first one I want to play here would be, and I'll pull it up here real quickly, Matt Rule talking about the steps that they have taken
a few years ago.
Sorry, I'm going to get this right up. But talking about the steps that they have taken as Nebraska football in just becoming a better program since Matt Rule has taken over. Once again, Matt Rule at Big Ten Football Media Days yesterday.
Stood up here a few years ago and said, before we can talk about doing great things, man, we've got to earn back the respect. And these guys, they've kind of erased the narratives. You know, Nebraska can't win a close game. They've erased that. Nebraska, there's a bowl drought. They've erased that. They went to back-to-back bowl games last year. But we know that's not enough. We didn't come to Nebraska to go 7-6. We came to compete for this. And being here today with teams who've won the national championship, it's inspiring. It speaks to this conference. It speaks to the people that run it, the coaches and the players that are in it. And we understand that we have to take a step this year. We're excited to do that. But I hope you can hear in my voice, I believe we will, because of the young men in our program and what they've done. Thank you.
Once again, Matt Rule, Big Ten Football Media Days, talking about, that was in his opening statement. And he said, we came to compete for this. He pointed towards the 3 national championship trophies that were off to his right. You can't see that in the video or hear that, but that's what he was doing at that point in time. He's exactly right. He has taken steps. They have ended that horrific bowl drought. They have won a couple of close games here or there. Now you have to take a few more. The next steps in this rebuild, if you want to call it that, or this getting this program kind of going back in the right direction. They got to start beating the teams that they're supposed to beat consistently, and that means the Minnesotas, the Illinois, teams like that. You got to start beating those teams consistently and being just as good or better than those teams on a consistent basis. That's the next step, followed by getting a top 25 win. Once again, Nebraska has not really upset a top 25 team since 2016, folks. That's a decade. It's almost been a decade since they've knocked off a top 25 team. It's like 33 consecutive losses to a top 25 team. They got to get that done. They have to get those. Those are the next steps in getting your program back to where you want it. You got to start winning some of these games that you've lost to, these ugly losses to Minnesota or Illinois at home and some things like that. They're not bad programs. I'm not bashing them. But if you want to take the next steps, you got to win those games before you ever worry about concerning yourself with the the Indianas, the Oregons, the Ohio States, the Michigans, those type of teams.
Yeah, I mean, I love that message from Matt Rule for sure. I mean, you didn't come out and sugarcoat anything. He's coming out and exactly saying people don't, you don't want to be 7-6. And I think that they're done kind of celebrating the baby steps of what they've had to build. I mean, he mentions the bowl games. He mentions, obviously getting the program from where it was to winning, 3 games about every year to now to about 6 or 7, which is obviously improvement. But now you want to get to the 8-9 range. I think the biggest key here that is going to be important for Nebraska is how are they going to play in, November and late October, because we talk about the early in their schedule. They have a good opportunity to be 4-1 or 5-0 heading into that Indiana week in their 6th game of the season. But after that, you're gonna see some real test. How do they handle those late weeks of the regular season when they go play Iowa late in the year, and that could be a 50-50 toss-up game? Are they going to be able to win that one? They're going to win some of those others as well.
Absolutely. You nailed it on the head there, Garrett. It's now about they've been able to get off to good starts. They've done that for a long time. They've been able to get off to that 4-1, 5-0 starts because the schedule has allowed for it. They have 3 very winnable non-conference games. Take care of your business here this season. Then you have, at least on paper, once again, I get a little, Maryland has got a really talented quarterback, and Michigan State is now led by Pat Fitzgerald. And everyone thinks that, Pat Fitzgerald's not going to have a very good team this first year, and he may not. But I would not doubt Pat Fitzgerald. And so these are not going to be easy 2 games because of Maryland's talent, and Michigan State's got a great head coach. And no game in the Big Ten is a gimme, in my opinion, no matter who it is. Every game is a war. But you got to go find a way to get off to these fast starts, and they have done that thus far. But you nailed the biggest point that I think Matt Rule said in my other clip that I have here, talking about winning in November.
Have to be better in November. We've gotten off to good starts, but champions are made in those winning moments in the cold, on the road, late in the season. Those are championship moments, and for us, we have to excel in those. So it's me, it's our staff. I love our coaches, and it's our players. And you have to have players that want to be in those moments, that want, they want the hat on their head when it matters. And I think we have those guys.
To me, you're exactly right. It's about winning in November. Can you get the wins in November? And this month, October is going to be brutal this year for Nebraska. They've got Oregon and Indiana back to back. I think they even have Washington at the very end on Halloween. And then you've got, I think Illinois is in November. Iowa, of course, is in November, and so is Ohio State in November. October and November are going to be a brutal stretch for Nebraska football. But if you want to start proving that you are going in the right direction, you're going to have to win some of those games that maybe are toss-up games or are games that people think that you just aren't going to win. That's going to be the biggest thing.
Yeah, and I'm interested to see we've talked about a lot of moving pieces for Nebraska. This isn't like the past where, you bring back your quarterback, you bring back certain guys, at different positions. It's a lot of new faces, right? And I think it's going to be exciting to see you bring in a very experienced quarterback. And some, Matt Rule did talk about is they're kind of leaning on experience this year compared to the past where they're just bringing in, maybe more talent and younger guys.
Third most returning experience in the FBS.
Yeah.
Third most.
So, you're talking about veteran offensive line, quarterback play, of course, with Calandria. I think that should excite, a lot of Nebraska people. I think that can go a long ways, especially when you're dealing with the long season and the toughness in those late, like you mentioned, cold games in November and late October.
But once again, I'll speak for all Nebraskans. Not that I should, but I think what they're probably thinking is this is all great and dandy, and I know Matt Rule knows this. You go prove it now.
Mm-hmm.
You can say you've got this. You can say you've done this. And I got the sense that Matt Rule all day and even side podium sessions and everything was just kind of like, I can say this and I'll answer these questions, but it really doesn't matter because we have to prove it in wins and losses. That's what's going to matter. We have to prove it. Athletic director Troy Dannon in a side interview yesterday, he said, I think Matt Rule's got his most talented team that he's had ever since he's been here. Matt Rule didn't say anything like that. He did think, that his team would be able to get it more done because they're a little bit older, but he didn't make any. That was probably the biggest statement that anybody said. And it was from the AD, and it really wasn't even that big. Yeah. So, which is fine. I don't need, as a fan, I don't need breaking news. Nebraska predicts to win 10 games. I don't need that breaking news. It's not that big of a deal. Prove it on Saturday throughout the fall by going out and being highly competitive. I think that's one thing I always liked about Nebraska fans is that they know what good football looks like. They watched it for 3-4 decades. They know what good football looks like. They'll see it on the field. Saw it in Matt Rule's first year, at least defensively, and his second year. Third year, not so much defensively. And offensively, yet to really see it in any of his years thus far. But waiting to see, we know what Nebraska fans know what good football looks like. They'll know it when they see it, and you're hoping that that's going to be the product on the field here this fall.
Yeah, and you mentioned the maturity. Like that's the biggest thing that I think I take away just from Nebraska coming up is like you talk about you want that experience, and that's the thing with the transfer portal nowadays. You can do that. I mean, if you have a young roster or you lose some of your big, your older players to either the draft or graduation or whatever it might be, the portal, you can bring guys in right away and make an impact. I think that's the thing about winning in these close games that you need. Dylan Raiola, as great of a quarterback as he was, he couldn't win that close game. He couldn't win the games late in the year. Maybe Calandria can kind of change that with his experience that he brings over from UNLV, because that's a big thing is how are they going to be able to win those close ones that they've historically kind of blown here as of late, those late ball games where it's fourth quarter, one score game, and then of course the just late in the season as well.
I'm going to put on my football coaching hat here for this statement, but you can blame it on Raiola, and that's fine. He did not make some plays, but I'm not going to blame it on him. How do you win games in November and later when it's cold and windy? You run the ball. You rely on your offensive and defensive lines to run the ball and stop the run. Hand it off to running backs, pound it, run the clock, control the game. That's how you win in late November. You run the ball. And that's what they need to do. Don't put it in your quarterback's hand, and particularly not in your freshman and sophomore, true freshman and true sophomore quarterback's hands. Don't do that. Have them make the plays when they got to make the plays. Don't have them make all the plays. Go out there, run the ball. You've invested multiple millions of dollars in this offensive line this year for Nebraska. Ride them to victory. That's what needs to happen. And they talked about how, he thinks that we'll win because we have a much improved offensive line and things like that. We'll see. But that's how you win. You win by being the more physical football team late in the month when the months are cold. Got to be tough, got to be better. And hopefully once again, the big returning amount of experience, third most in the FBS, is going to play a big role. I hope, hopefully for Nebraska this year. We will see. But I don't know. Fascinating stuff from Matt Rule. Like I said, a lot of boilerplate stuff yesterday. Nothing too extravagant. Even the stuff that we played, not that extravagant, which is fine. Doesn't need to be too crazy out there, that's for sure. FB Bank text line before we get to break. Steve from Binkelman says, yes, O-line wasn't good enough to protect Raiola or run the ball. Thanks, Steve. Clayton says Nebraska needs to keep losing to Iowa. Go Hawks. Boo, Clayton. Let's see. Jared H says, we're going back to the Royals, says Target Field is kryptonite for the Royals. They cannot win there. And, of course, our good buddy Lucas just outside the door talking about his Royals. Is this what the Bills felt like 13 seconds left in the divisional round versus the Chiefs? No, probably a lot worse because the season came to an end. It's probably the truth, Lucas. That's the truth. So Lucas also says, what's worse, losing a walk-off homer or a buzzer beater 3?
I'll probably go walk-off homer.
Once again, I think it depends. It just depends on what the scenario is.
Yeah.
Is it a walk-off homer in 162, or is it a walk-off homer in Game 7 of the World Series? Because if it's a buzzer beater in the middle of December, okay. But if it's a buzzer beater in March, that stings too. What's the context here?
Yeah, that's true.
Different.
That is true.
It's a lot different. So, but thank you for the question, Lucas. Appreciate that. Keep it coming. So appreciate the text line as well on some thoughts here in segment number 1. Let's get to our first break. We'll come back. Some fun on a Friday with a Power 5 edition talking video games. That's next here on the Morning Blitz.
At Ray Community District Hospital and Clinic, they believe in promoting healthier living through compassionate quality care. From state-of-the-art maternity care to life-saving emergency services, their dedicated team is there for you and your family. Whether it's managing diabetes, navigating recovery, or receiving specialized treatments, they're committed to your well-being. Discover the difference a community-focused hospital can make. Visit rayhospital.org today to learn more. Ray Community District Hospital and Clinic. Your health, our priority.
It's time for a check of the markets with the Anderson Trade Group on the Kansas Farm and Ranch Radio Network.
Good morning, Jared Law with the Andersons in Overland Park, Kansas with your morning market update. It's Thursday, July 30th. September corn up $0.015 at $4.50.5. December up 1 3/4 at $4.73.5. March up 1.5 at $48 3/4. Diesel 27 up 1.5 at $48.5. Soybeans on the August up 1 1/4 at $11.79 1/4. November up 1 1/4 at $11.94. Jan up 1/4% at 12.07 3/4. GC wheat on the SEP up 20 3/4 at 7.46 1/4. December up 20 3/4 at 7.61 1/2. March up 19 3/4 at 7.71 3/4. Chicago wheat up 17 3/4 at 6.78 1/2. Feeder cattle finished 344.27 1/2. Live cattle 227.90. Lean hogs 167 1/2. Crude oil futures down 31 cents a barrel at 84.15. Gold futures up 32.30 an ounce at 4,082.80. Silver up 21 at 58.28. U.S. dollar index down 15 points at 157. Dow futures up 280 at 52,045. Need to move any cash, green, or want to talk about risk management, you can reach out to myself, Jared Law, Tom Sitter, Tyler Ghosh, 937-483-3000. If you're out in Colorado, you can reach out to John Hanke or John Stiles at 970-744-4484.
The Anderson Trade Group, proud market partners with Kansas Farm and Ranch Radio. Find out more at andersongrain.com. The risk of loss through trading futures and or options is substantial, and each investor or trader must consider whether this is a suitable investment. Past performance, whether actual or indicated, is not indicative of future results. The Anderson Trade Group has no guarantee that the advice given will result in profitable trades.
If you want to really protect your corn and soybean acres, you need to take your protection to a whole new level with Elevest Insect Control. Elevest Insect Control provides fast-acting, long-lasting residual and broad-spectrum control of lepidopteran insects and many other pests, including stink bugs. Elevate your ROI, elevate your residual control, and elevate your efficiency with Elevest Insect Control. Visit your FMC retailer or elevest.ag.fmc.com. Elevest Insect Control is a restricted use pesticide. Always read and follow all label directions.
Kansas Corn is hitting the road this summer for our 2026 summer listening tours to find out what's important to corn farmers. Join us for a great meal and timely updates on the issues impacting your region, such as proposed atrazine regulations and what you need to know on solar, wind, and data centers. We start in Seneca on July 21st and move on to Mound Ridge, St. John, Scott City, and Sublette. Register today at kscorn.com. Kansas Corn, working for farmers, working for you.
From the headlines to the highlights.
It's good! The Wildcats are champions of the Big 12!
This is the Morning Blitz.
I'm a man on a mission. I'm a man on a mission. I don't need no permission.
I'll tell you what, you step outside this morning, it's pretty beautiful out there.
It is.
The temp's a little cooler. I kind of like that. Tell you, I went out yesterday, I had to mow. Of course, got started like at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It was like 95. And, it's pretty muggy. That's one thing, going back east, going back home. I mean, it's really muggy most of the time. Humidity's way up there just because of all the crops and things. And when I moved out here, the humidity just isn't as bad. But I'll tell you what, yesterday the humidity was up there a little bit for being out here on the high plains. But I tell you, this morning, beautiful, nice and cool. Going to be a little cooler day today. The weekend, and I think Saturday's been a little bit cooler than that. But then I've seen temperatures in the triple digits next week. So it's going to be warm as well. So, but man, some beautiful weather. Go check out some of the great local events going on right now. You got the Wallace County Fair going on down in Sharon Springs. You got the Antique Engine and Thresher Show up in Bird City, which is happening here these next day or two. Started yesterday, goes today into tomorrow. Some neat things to go check out. Yeah, go check out an old steam engine tractor, Garrett. That should be on your bucket list to do this weekend. Go see an old steam engine tractor.
Okay.
Yeah, should go. Very cool. It's amazing what they built back in the day to get things going for sure. Ingenuity is pretty impressive. By the way, I saw this during the break. Michigan, this is according to Brett McMurphy, Michigan football adds a 2028 and 2031 home games with Central Michigan. Is that going to be called the Connor Stallions Bowl? Because I'm pretty sure he was caught on the sidelines with Central Michigan, wasn't he?
Yes. Did you? There was an Ohio State guy. He works at Barstool. I don't know his full name, but he was at Big Ten Media Day dressed as Connor Stallions, Central Michigan stuff. And he was front row at Michigan's
presser.
Yeah, and he asked a question, and the guy who was running it, the narrator for everything, he shut it down. He's like, all right, he called the presser short when it came to that guy's question. And so and Kyle Whittingham standing there, he's like, well, he has a question, and nope, we don't have time. He's like, okay, and then had to walk off.
Michigan is in a much, much better spot than they were
yes.
even 5 years ago with Kyle Whittingham at the helm. Honestly, Michigan and Penn State, for the situations that they kind of put themselves in, really landed fantastic football coaches with Kyle Whittingham at Michigan and Matt Campbell at Penn State. I mean, jeez. Sometimes when you foobar around a little bit too much, that results in not a good coach. That did not happen for those two programs. It's amazing. All right, let's get to the Power 5. You're a Power 5 this week, this Friday, a little fun one. Since we were diving into video games earlier in the week, we're going to have a little bit more fun with a Power 5 video game edition. All right, so the best we debated a little bit yesterday if we should do video game systems, but Garrett convinced me we should do video games, and I'm going to admit you were correct. We are going to do video games because this was a lot of fun going back through my childhood of games that I enjoyed. And my list is probably not going to be as extravagant as probably Garrett's. But
this is going to be like two different eras, I think.
Probably, yes.
And it's funny because me and my
you
buddy,
and Lucas will be nodding back and forth. You two are on the same page.
Yep.
And old geezer over here will have his own thoughts.
Me and my buddy, actually, we did this. We were just bored one time playing video games. Like, let's rate our top 15 ever video games. And so I had a list on my phone already.
Wow.
I just kind of,
15.
It was pretty easy. Yeah, kind of easy to go back.
It didn't take me long. I kind of just made a quick list, and then I put it together. So let's get going here.
The Power 5. Number 5.
Actually, I forgot. Honorable mentions. You got any honorable mentions?
Yes, I do have one. Well, I got a couple, but I'll just list it one. NBA 2K17. That's my honorable mention. That's my favorite NBA game there ever was. That was, I don't know why. It just was so, I could play that game for 10 hours straight back in the day.
All right, I'm going to cheat a little bit here. I've got 3 honorable mentions. I just think they need to be named here. So I'm going to throw some of these out here. Hopefully I have them up. One of them here is ATV Off-Road Fury on PlayStation 2. Oh, man, was it great. And it's the original, the OG. And boy, it was good.
Yes,
ATV Off-Road Fury was a lot of fun. Had a lot of fun times with family and friends playing ATV Off-Road Fury. I gotta see. I don't know if I can add more images or not. The other 2 I have on here: Tony Hawk Pro Skater. That was a phenomenal one. And then in kind of the same form, Sean Murray wakeboarding on PlayStation 2. Used to be you could be wakeboarding, you hit a button, you'd throw the rope back to the boat, you'd do a fancy trick or something, you'd call for the rope and they'd throw it back to you and you'd catch it. Oh man, that was a lot of fun. Sean Murray wakeboarding along with Tony Hawk Pro Skater and ATV Off-Road Fury in my honorable mentions.
I'll add 2 honorable mentions now since you had 3. I'll add 2 more. And I'm going to go to mobile games. I got 2 mobile games. One being Clash Royale. I still play that here and there. Used to play it a lot more back in the day, but play a little bit now. And then also 9 Innings Baseball. That was like 2016. They had a 9 Innings Baseball game, and it was terrible graphics. And it's still on the App Store, but now they've made it like good graphics, and it sucks now. So it was way better back then when it was, the poorly made version.
My wife chimes in. Tony Hawk. Yes. See, we're from the same generation, my wife and I. Thank you. I see Lucas over in the window, though, nodding with everything you say.
Good.
Per typical. Anyway, I see that's one thing I have not gotten into is mobile gaming with your phone. Like if you're talking mobile gaming, I'm talking Game Boy, people.
Oh,
Game Boy or PSP. That's mobile gaming to me, not with your cell phone.
When I went to Michigan before I came up here to Colby for that week on vacation, I found my Nintendo DS when I was moving stuff from Hayes to up here, and I took that on the trip to Michigan. I was like, this is awesome. Like I found it. I had to order like a charger for it because I didn't know where the charger was. It was completely dead. And I played it on the way up and brought back some good memories.
Lucas asks on the text line, how old was I when Tetris came out? 0.
Yeah.
Although Tetris is a lot of fun. I do like Tetris. I do enjoy Tetris. I do enjoy Tetris, but not my top 5. All right, let's move on here. We got the Power 5.
Number 5.
What do you got for 5?
Number 5, I'm going to go with the classic Wii Sports. The regular Wii Sports. Resort is great, don't get me wrong, but there are a lot of games in Resort, or like a lot of the sports that you don't play in Resort, in my opinion. Wii Sports, play them all. You play tennis, baseball, golf, bowling, the boxing. I love that. It's probably the best Wii game they've ever made. And it's the first Wii game, I think, that they ever made because it came with the Wii.
It came with the Wii. Great game. Enjoyed it. Didn't play it a lot. Didn't have a Wii, but did enjoy playing it when I did have it. My number 5, NFL Street. Doesn't matter if it's NFL Street 1 or Street 2. Oh, this was great. It was like NFL Blitz, but a little bit newer.
Yeah.
Better graphics. Guys were yoked. You could do the jump off the wall. You could run up the wall to get around a tackle. Oh, great. NFL Street. Huge fan of it.
I think they're bringing that back.
Probably
actually.
are. Why not?
Yeah.
Great things never die.
Absolutely.
So NFL Street was awesome. Loved NFL Street in my number 5 of top 5 video games in my lifetime.
Number 4.
My number 4 is a game I'm actually playing right now because they brought it back. I'm going to go Call of Duty Black Ops 2. My goodness, this is the best game. It's
How
so
many
fun.
lives and hours are wasted on this game?
Too many. I was on it last night for way too long also, probably about 4 or 5 hours.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
5 hours.
Yeah, I mean, right when I got off work
Garrett!
to about, 9 or 10 o'clock.
Garrett.
Takes up too much time, but when you get all your boys on it, time just flies.
I guess it's true. Let's see. I'm going to go back. Before you could play with your boys online, you had to have everybody there, and you could only have a controller that had a string that was only about 5 feet long. Number 4 for me, the OG N64 Mario Kart. Oh, man. Love N64 Mario Kart. It's fantastic. Picking up those great, whatever you want to call it. I don't really call it. What are they? The bonuses, the turtle shells, shooting them, the star. Oh, man. All the great characters. Personally, I was a Yoshi fan, driving with Yoshi. But yeah, Mario Kart 64. Fantastic.
Great game.
Absolutely
game. Absolutely
fantastic. All right, moving on.
Number 3.
My number 3 is the highest sold game of all time. It's going to be Minecraft. I got into it. Everybody gets into their 2-week phase of Minecraft, and I had that phase about a couple months ago and played it for a while with all my friends. And same thing, just it always hits starting up a new world and getting going, and love me some Minecraft here and there.
Never played it. Couldn't tell you. Never played Minecraft. No
That's
idea.
fair, though. I think it dropped in probably 2010, 12 something. So that's fair.
Yeah. There's another game I'm sure I see coming up that I've never played as well, and we'll talk on that in a little bit. My number 3, I'm going with MLB The Show. Doesn't matter what year it is. The show is great. Graphics are good. Enjoy playing it. Used to play, I think EA Sports had a baseball game for a while, and it was fine. And then the show came out and is like, this is really good. Really good. And for the longest time, I had an Xbox 360 for a while, but I switched over to PS4 because it had the show. That's why. That's how good the show was. So I'm going with the show at number 3. MLB The Show.
I hated the 26 one. I've never deleted a game so fast this last year's, but the 25 I loved. Loved 25, 26. Not a fan.
What was the difference?
Well, that's the thing. There really wasn't much of a difference, and it crashed all the time. It was like you'd be in an online game and you'd get kicked out, and then you'd take the loss and you'd be up like 5-0, and it was so frustrating.
Problems of the online era. Yeah. Yes. All right, into the top 2.
Number 2.
My number 2 is going to be Grand Theft Auto 5. It's a game that's been out for over a decade, and yet it's still
way more than that.
Popular.
2 decades, I'm guessing.
Almost. Yeah, I think it dropped like 2012, 2013-ish. And GTA 6 coming out at the end of the year. We'll be downloading. Probably will be
downloading.
But it will be it'll be worth the money. I mean, gosh, GTA 5 is still popular, and it's been going forever.
I think it was GTA 3 was big when I was there, when I was playing. I thought about putting it on the list because it was a game that was certainly interesting. A game that's kind of in the same thread that I haven't played, but everyone says is fantastic is Red Dead Redemption. Red Dead Redemption, thank you. Everyone says it's fantastic. I've never played it.
I never have either, but it does look pretty
Is it good,
fun.
Lucas? Yeah, he gives it the nod.
Awesome.
Well, I'm actually in my I'm going with number 2. I think this is the best type of game that I've played, like Grand Theft Auto. I'm going with Uncharted.
Ooh.
The Uncharted series on PlayStation. Oh, anything that's like Indiana Jones, sign me up.
Nathan Drake.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Have you ever seen the movie?
Yes, absolutely. It's great. I enjoy the movie too with Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg. But the game is fantastic. You know, between the jumping, the you know, whatever, the shooting, the swinging on ropes. I mean, it's really good. Very well done. I really love Uncharted. So I'm a huge fan. Number 2, Uncharted in my video game Power 5. All right, what's the top dog?
Number 1.
My number 1 is going to be Fortnite in its prime. 2017 to 2020, I played that game religiously. And, you know, it was back when I didn't have much going on for me in middle school. So me and my friends.
You don't have much going on now. You spent 5 hours.
Yeah, I guess not. I guess you're right.
Nothing has changed.
The difference is I have to wake up in the morning. From back then, I would stay up till like 3 or 4 in the morning to play the game. All of us would
Your
play.
mom is watching right now and shaking her head. I guarantee it.
Well, my dad would sometimes be getting up ready for work, and I'd still be on from the night before.
Oh my Lord!
And it was legit back in the day, and great game.
Add it to the list of games Ross has never played.
Free, actually. It was free.
I know.
Yeah.
But never played it. Never once played it. Past my time. My number 1 game, I'm just going to go, it's NCAA football is the number 1 game for me. And in particular, 06 with Desmond Howard on the cover and PlayStation 2. It was the best edition. It was phenomenal. I don't know why. I think it was just the gameplay just felt so smooth. Like now, I love playing the new one because it came back. They did an article or did a deal on this on SVP's podcast. They were talking how they can't run the RPO. I'm with them. I can't figure out the RPO, but I could run the triple option in 06 quite well. I was pretty good at it.
Yeah, I love the NCAA football games. 14 and 13 were 2 of my favorites before. Obviously, it was absent for about a decade. My only problem with the new ones is I still feel like offensive linemen don't know how to block. I mean, you get a snap. If you play on like a tough difficulty, your quarterback gets a snap, and then it's just sometimes I'll go back and watch a replay of my quarterback gets sacked about half a second, and it's usually like 3 of the linemen they just stand there like this, and the guys run right by them. And I'm like, what are we doing?
I do notice it takes a lot of time. You don't have a lot of time to throw. You got to be pretty decisive on what you're doing. I have noticed that.
But I'm right there with you, Ross. I love the football NCAA games.
Oh, so I'm a huge fan. It's probably my favorite game. It's probably the reason I love playing video games anymore is the NCAA football series for sure. So real quickly, that was a lot of fun. Real quick at the text line has to do here. Steve from Bickleman. Does anybody remember Jerry Glanville's Pigskin Football on Sega Genesis? I do not, Steve, but I'm sure it was great.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was great. What a name. Jerry Glanville's Pigskin Football. That's wonderful. My wife says the OG NFL Blitz didn't make it. I would have put it on there, honey. I really would have, but I put NFL Blitz, which is NFL. What did I say? What was that? NFL Street, which is kind of like NFL Blitz, which is still really good. NFL Blitz OG was fantastic. Tess says Tetris and Dr. Mario apparently were the best. Krista says Mario Kart is awesome, but Mario Golf was really good too. Jared H threw out his top 5. He's going 5 to 1. Centipede, Donkey Kong, Galaga, Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man, and the OG Mortal Kombat. He's going way back in time. Thank you, Jared. Not way back in time, but going back in time. Thank you, Jared H. Appreciate that as well. Lucas asks you, don't you have his number? Just text him. What is Garrett's favorite Fortnite season?
Season 3.
What about you, Lucas? Put up a finger. What do you got? Oh, gosh. We put him on the spot. He's going to freeze. We got to get to break. Come on, look. Oh, he's going to look it up, apparently. He needs to look it up.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Let's see. Anyway, let's see here. What was this? Lucas goes, it's complicated. You'd hate to hear my numbers on video games, how long I play that is. Oh, I trust me. I have a feeling it's ridiculous. So enjoy it now. Those days are coming to an end rather quickly, my friend. Rather quickly. We're talking down into single-digit days, Lucas Kenny. So be prepared. All right, let's get to break. We'll come back and we will wrap up the show with a very fast edition of Picks of the Weekend next in the Blitz.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
What is this stuff? There's nothing like Fair Week in Northwest Kansas. The Northwest Kansas District Free Fair returns August 2nd through the 8th with something for everyone. Experience the carnival, livestock shows, free pony rides, pedal tractor pull, live entertainment, and delicious fair food. Then buckle up for the Big Air Freestyle Show. Cheer on the Kiwanis Demolition Derby, catch the Ranch Rodeo, and enjoy the parade through downtown Goodland. Make memories at the Northwest Kansas District Free Fair, August 2nd through the 8th.
If you're shopping for a banking institution, visit with Equity Bank of Hoxie, Grinnell, and Quinter, Kansas. The Equity Bank is heavily invested in local business and activities contributing in many ways back to their community. Their employees are involved with many organizations and area events. Plus, a lot of experience comes with that staff. You'll find valuable local assistance when you bank at the Equity Bank of Hoxie, Grinnell, Quinter, and other locations in Western Kansas. The Equity Bank, member FDIC.
Quick hits, bold takes, and all the action.
I'll take that action.
Welcome back to the Morning Blitz.
What a great topic it is for a Friday to do that. By the way, Lucas did get back to me. It's Chapter 2, Season 4. It's his favorite Fortnite season.
I think I quit playing after Chapter 1. Yeah.
What is this?
It started just going downhill after Chapter 1. They started adding way too much stuff.
He disagrees with a shrug of the shoulders. But that's all right. Anyway, that's fantastic. Thank you again, once again, to everyone who chimed in. FP Bank text line talking top 5 video games. And that's the best part. Everyone's got an opinion. And most people listening to the show have played some sort of it, no matter how old or young you are. Going all the way back to Jerry Glanville's Pigskin Football. Shout out, Steve. That's fantastic. All right, we got to get to picks of the weekend. All right. Can we have as much fun as we had in the last segment here on picks? Let's try.
We'll try. We're both 68 and 52 right now.
That's right.
Knot it up. We're going to start in the MLB. I decided to leave the toilet bowl of the Rockies and Royals out of this picks. We're gonna keep it to good teams. How about that? We'll start with the Yankees taking on the Cubs in Chicago.
Cubbies. Taking Cubbies.
Not gonna let you down this time. I'll go Yankees.
Right. Taking the Cubs. Think we're gonna get done. Yankees lose on a walk-off walk to the Southsiders yesterday.
Yeah. They're just kind of sloppy at times. Yeah. We got Red Sox and Dodgers in LA.
Give me Dodgers at home.
Yeah, I got to go Dodgers too, and they're probably going to get Scooble here soon as well. So, more than likely 3.
Probably.
Got Rangers.
They got prospects that grow on trees there.
I know they do. Stupid. Rangers and Astros in Houston. Both teams tied right now, I think, for first place or right at 1 and 2 in the West.
I'm gonna take the Stros.
Yeah, I am too. I wish both these teams could lose, but I'll take Houston here.
As a Mariners fan, can you both lose, please?
Yeah, I'll take the Astros to win this series as well. They're playing pretty well. We got 2 first-place teams, the White Sox and the Rays in Tampa.
Golly, who would have thought that? White Sox, Rays in first place. Give me the Pale Hose.
Okay. I'll go Rays.
All right.
I'll go Tampa Bay. I'll go Tampa Bay to win this series. They're best team in American League for a reason. All right, moving on to WNBA. We got the Wings and the Mystics.
What a product. Wings and Mystics. Wings. Going with Wings.
Dallas Wings.
Is Becker's playing? Is she on the injury report? Everyone seems to be.
Yeah.
AZ Flood, is she playing? I'm going to go Wings, hoping that they do.
Yeah, well, let me look real quick. Got it pulled up right here. Becker's is active.
Oh, thank goodness.
AZ Fudd. is active as well.
Win! I'll take the wins.
I'll go Mystics then. I'll go Mystics. DC, why not? They're at home. We got the Indiana Fever taking on the Minnesota Lynx tomorrow, two of the top teams in the WNBA as a whole.
Fever are hot right now, and I don't mean fever, so I'm taking Fever.
Okay. Well, it's hard to go against Caitlin Clark, but I will take the Lynx. They got the best record in the WNBA. I think they're 24-6. We'll go with the Lynx.
Okay.
We got the Seattle Storm taking on the Atlanta Dream.
Just for fun, I'm going to take the Storm.
Yeah, I'll go Storm too. Even though they're 6-24. Whoa. I'm not sure why.
Are you sure you want to take that pick right now?
Yeah, we're going to take them anyway. We're going to ride with them. They're like the new Connecticut Sun to this week. We're going to go Storm.
What about the Sun?
The Sun,
the picks?
They're not in the picks.
Oh,
no.
darn it. Okay.
They play Sunday night, I guess, but I kept them out.
That's
out.
fine.
We got the Las Vegas Aces taking on the Chicago Sky in Chicago.
Aces.
Yeah.
Aces are really good.
I got to go Aces too.
Is Becky Hammond still the coach for them?
I don't know.
I thought Becky Hammond was the coach for the Aces.
Probably.
I'll check it out.
And then we are going to wrap this picks up with the NBC World Series. They were in the semifinals, so it works out perfectly. We got two games to pick from. The Santa Barbara Foresters taking on the Junction City Brigade today in Wichita.
Foresters.
Yeah, you got to go Foresters. They're always the best roster, at least, going into that. So I think they beat Junction City. And then we got the Lone Star Baseball Club versus your favorite, the Alaska Gold Panners. They're in the semis.
You know where I'm going, baby. Gold Panners.
I'm with you. Gold Panners. I love it. I love it.
They footed the bill to get down here. They might as well take home the trophy.
How about that? If you got the Alaska Gold Panners and Santa Barbara Foresters playing for the championship in Wichita, Kansas.
Hey,
I want to know the miles traveled in that game. A lot. Yeah. A lot.
What do the Gold Panners call home in Alaska? I'm guessing that's.
I think it's Fairbanks.
No crap. Fairbanks?
I believe so, yeah.
I have been to Fairbanks, Alaska. It is a long ways away.
Mm-hmm.
A long ways away.
Yeah.
Awesome, though. Go Gold Panners.
Yeah, only one Kansas team in the Final Four. Usually, the last couple of years, I think it's been mostly Kansas teams. So.
And it's not the BJs, unfortunately.
Yep, they got beat by Santa Barbara in the first round.
Ooh. Becky Hammond is the head coach of Las Vegas Aces. There you go. Is that picks?
That's all the picks I got. Yep.
All right. That was great. All right. The picks of the weekend. We'll see where we stand. We are all knotted up. We will break the tie. Well, we should. We will break the tie this weekend. Someone will lead heading into the month of August. On to the walk-off.
And back lifts his ball high, deep to right. How about a walk-off three? Thomas to the 10. Denver's going on to New England. They win it on the first play of overtime. Mahomes flings it. It's there. Hardman. Jackpot. Kansas City.
How many hours will you be spending playing whatever game today?
0, actually. 0.
You
going to Colorado Springs
That's
this weekend.
right. What's on the docket at Colorado Springs this weekend?
I don't know. Rented out an Airbnb. So probably, I know there's a hot tub at the Airbnb, so that'll be fun. Going to play some golf tomorrow morning. But outside of that, don't really have much planned. Probably hit up the town late at night, but that's about it.
If you got a little extra coin in your pocket, I'm not saying it's super cheap, but you got to go to, there's the hotel that's just outside the Air Force Academy. I forget what it's called. It's really fancy. But downstairs they have F-16 flight simulators.
Oh,
I've done it once. It's pretty fun.
Well, I'd definitely rather be on a simulator than the real thing because I have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, they go through training and all that stuff during the
Yeah.
simulator deal. It's pretty fun.
Yep.
It's pretty cool.
Might have to drive by the good old Falcon Stadium. I'm going to be head up there in the fall as well.
Sometime. Might as well. Well, have yourself a great weekend. Safe travels there and back. Everyone else, have a good, fun weekend, whether you're at the fair or the Thresher Show or maybe it's the parade for the Northwest Kansas District Free Fair. Have fun. Stay cool. And we'll be back on Monday. So we'll talk to you then. Have a great weekend. It's been The Blitz.